Hello everybody, welcome back, and it's time to get down to business. And by business, I mean buying and selling things. I hit the wrong map button. Sorry. Okay, this is the last place where we can buy things before the Demon Palace. And it has the best buyable equipment in the game. And also a casino. Alright, we'll do our best. We didn't punch them or anything, we just won their stupid mini-games. So this is the last one we'll be doing. Okay, the thing about this roulette is that it isn't actually random. Wherever you whenever you hit the stop button, the cursor always travels the same number of spaces. So as soon as you hit on a point to stop where you can land on an Atrushan portrait, you can repeat that as many times as you need to. It's completely determined. There is actually zero randomness involved. And that's fine with me. However, finding the correct point might take a while because my memory can get a little iffy when I'm playing the game. Again, this is the last of the casino games that I'll do. Yeah, whatever. I think that's pretty strong. Yeah, Big Sister is actually in one of the Phantom Towns. But now for the actual buying and selling of things. I also noticed, by the way, that you can't actually buy robes or really most of the other kinds of mage armor anyway. It's kind of unusual that way. Well, I've sold everything I can sell, so it's time to start buying. This is the reason that I have been so miserly throughout the entire game. It is because of these two shops. I'm going to want to buy all of the equipment that I can because The dungeon coming up is a killer. The Demon Palace does not mess around. There's all kinds of nastiness going on in there, so any equipment I can buy here is going to be helpful. Even if it's not necessarily the most top-tier armor. Come on, let me buy something for Khosrau. Okay, just enough. There we go. I've done what I can. So now it's time to move on. There are a few more items I want to pick up here, and you can actually buy clear potions here, which are going to be very useful. Because there are quite a few mute-happy enemies coming up. And I don't want to be caught unawares. Well, there goes all of the gold I've been saving since the very beginning of the game. I don't think I've ever really encountered an RPG that's really demanded that you be this stingy in this way. Okay, new enemy type, heavy metal. They are durable, and that's pretty much all they've got going for them. And no, that lightning spell isn't impressing anybody, Tamarin. Your buffs are much more useful. They're incredibly useful, even. Hello, Thunderbolts. How you doing? You're not showing up at 30 frames per second, are you? Yeah, that's kind of my problem with YouTube, because it won't display a video at 60 frames per second unless it's in some HD resolution or another. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's some limitations, or maybe they're just jerks. I don't know. Let's see, then I get confused. That's gonna happen because, let's face it, this is longer than the other videos. In fact, there's stuff I wanted to cover in this one that I wasn't able to. $100 gold, yeah, that's gonna help me now. Making the big bucks. Oh, there's nothing over here. Except sadness. Okay, so this encounter has all of the new enemies that appear in this area. New skirmisher, the Sphinx, who's just as annoying as the old Manticore. Hell Knights, which are the final tier of Dark Knight. Kill the guy with the most AP first. And Hathram will just do whatever. That's what he's always done. Deaths, who are not only skirmishers, but actually possess quite a few nasty spells. And larvae, who, they cast spells and can make other monsters. Oh yeah, Hell Knights can also heal. This is going to be a problem for us. Not because of them healing themselves, mind you. The thing about enemy healing is that it restores a certain percentage of the target's hit points. Which is why Nightmares in earlier fights were so theoretically dangerous, because they could heal a boss for a percentage of their boss hit points. Wow, that's a lot of stacked buffs. The shame about buffs is that in boss battles, Tamarin especially will just be spending most of her time healing. But, you know, I'd rather be healed than not. Okay, now we can actually get somewhere. Ah, hello, Tent. Goodbye, random encounter. Okay, Ra's Feather. It's an item that automatically revives a character that falls in battle. I think it applies to all party members. It may only apply to Atrushan. I forget. I've only beaten this game like 5 times. I can't be expected to remember everything about how the game works. Oh wait, I can, can't I? Ah, well, let's move on. To the Demon Palace, to fight King Garcia. Is it Melon? Well, it looks like Garcia didn't want to wait for us to reach him. Oh? Ah, good. Glad we're finally getting some help. Hold on. Wait, Tamron, what are you doing? Huh. Okay, so Garcia is kind of weakened here, but this is a boss fight. And he can attack you. He does attack like a melee boss, and he can summon more Hell Knights. This is a problem because Hell Knights can heal him. They can heal him for a lot. So your job is to balance attacking him and cleaning up his Hell Knights. Which shouldn't be too much of a problem. But Garcia himself... Oh, he can heal himself too. And he's also quite durable, apparently. Yeah, well... If you know how to clean up his trash, he's not actually that difficult to keep a handle on. However, he can attack a lot and can hit for quite a bit. He seems to have a higher critical rate than most other enemies in the game. And there's another heal. This fight is longer than it is hard. I guess that's the best way to put it. Still, I do like the fact that he didn't wait to try and, stop us. And he's on his last legs already. No problem. Oh yeah, that's a mass sleep spell that Tamron learns around now, so she'll sometimes use that and make encounters trivial. Oh, big talker. Let's get moving, shall we? Yeah, thankfully there's not much more mountain to go after that fight with Garcia. Hello, treasure chest. What do you got? Always useful. Well, this kind of shrine looks familiar, like all of the other shrines we've seen in the game. We're just gonna save here. I'm beginning to wonder if Atrashan is the main character of this story. Oh. Oh. Garcia, not fooling around. Okay, welcome to the Demon Palace. By far the largest dungeon in the game. Oh, remember these guys from the intro? Yeah, they're the first mid-boss of the Demon Palace. Out of 5. Wow, that's... Okay, so the Phalanx Knights attack like melee bosses do in that they can hit anyone within reach of their attacks when they initiate a stroke. Aside from that, they don't really have anything special going on apart from being fairly durable. And they can also push characters around so they can put you in some very unfavorable positions. The Demon Palace, by the way, has a whole host of new enemies, even besides the various mid-bosses we'll be facing here. But we'll see them as we get to them. Yeah, these were the guys that were actually attacking the fort in the intro of the game when we were flying overhead. I'm glad that this game remembers its own material. It's not always the case. Okay, there are two kinds of wizards in here. Dark mages, which can do nothing or hit you with an attack everyone spell, and shamans who use more normal single target spells. And I should remember to equip that Crimson Leather because it does some very important things for me. It actually gives Sao Sheanta fairly large boost to AP, which allows him to attack at full power more than once. Even though it gives him less defense than the Mithril Chain, I need the extra attacks. And I'll be taking that too. Okay. Headless Knights, they can use Mute, and they almost always seem to target Tamarin with it. And Evil Fighters are another type of skirmisher. They can plow you through with a ton of attacks. This is very unfortunate. And goodbye. Yeah, you're about to see what I mean. They also have reach, which is another problem. Yeah, this is really the only proper big dungeon. And I'm glad of it too, because I do like the Emerald Dragon main theme. You may wonder why I'm saving before opening a treasure chest. Well, there are mimics in this game. And thankfully, there was only one. Because anywhere from 1 to 8 of these things can appear in that mimic box. And they are extremely strong. I'm only doing so well because I can concentrate on one at a time. But they do give a ton of experience. I think they're the highest experience enemy in the game. I hope you don't mind that I get a bit confused here. Because I don't want to go to progress. And I was wondering if that was it. Oh, no, 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 no. Get on the staircase. Oh yeah, that's progress. The dungeon's various mini-bosses only appear on the progression path. There are no optional super bosses in this game. I don't know where the whole optional super boss thing started. I want to say Final Fantasy, but I can't really be sure because, you know, Dragon Quest is a thing. Anyway, the Heal Harp is a defensive item for Sao Sheant, and it's the only shield-type item that he gets in the game. So it's time to take on our first mini-boss. Well, our second mini-boss. Well, if you insist. Okay, Bao is pretty easy. He only has melee attacks, and he only comes with 2 Hell Knights. And unlike Garcia, he can't summon more help. So you don't really need to do anything special, you just need to wail on him for a bit. Like so. He doesn't even have a radius attack, he only has reach. So, no problems. Well, shall we move on? Oh, treasure chest. Don't want to use tents all the time, even though they are incredibly cheap. Sometimes you just want to get out of the options menu. And I'll be taking that. A stronger weapon for Hathram. Where is it? There we go. And this is actual progression, which made me wonder a little bit. You know, if I had bypassed anything. Because aside from the 100 gold chest early on, all of the treasures in this area are worth getting. No, no, no. Why am I failing at stairs? Well, I'll figure stairs out eventually. Looks like I don't have anything other to do than just progress. Yeah, this is as big as a Final Fantasy dungeon. That's pretty unusual in this game. Unless I'm completely misremembering Final Fantasy dungeons. That's always a possibility. Okay, mid-boss number 3. Counting! It's harder than it looks. Kalimar, aka Kingdoms of. He can cast an all-attack thunder spell. Plus he also has a bunch of Headless Knights, which means Mute is going to be thrown your way far more often than you will be comfortable with. I think this is the encounter that I bought those clear potions for. Why did I not use one? Oh right, I wanted to clear out the Headless Knights first. And here comes more lightning. Yeah, I guess I feel the need to distinguish between lightning and thunder because I believe in Planescape and Dungeons & Dragons, there's a god of thunder. Not the lightning part, just the thunder, just the very loud noise. Okay, Tamarin has been cured, which means we might actually get some healing sometime this year. Thank you, and thank you. Oh, somebody put an end to this boss. Thank you! Well, they're not really full bosses. They don't even get a boss music. Goodbye, random encounter. Oh, well, that was quick. Okay, Burin has a bunch of Hell Knights. And he also has a rather nasty trick. Which we'll see when he finally gets a turn, I guess. Okay, everyone's in decent shape now. Okay, the trash has been cleared out. Burin can use the same mass sleep spell that Tamarin can. Everyone will eventually snap out of it in time, but it really slows down the boss fight. I don't think Burin even uses regular attacks in this encounter I had with him. Oh wait, there he goes. And he has a radius attack. Well, still not a big deal. I don't trust the chests around here. Better use a tent. Yeah, we gained a ton of levels from the encounters in here. Oh, well, okay. I guess we didn't really lose anything. Huh. Well, we can give it a good old college try. By which I mean wait until the last moment and do a last desperate rush to not fail. Goliath does actually hit pretty hard. He hits about as hard as the gold armor in the second dungeon in the previous video. But for some reason, he has absurdly low defense. I think someone misplaced a decimal point in the programming. Oh, we can believe it. Goodbye! Oh, whoops. I forgot that it automatically started. Well, that's what you'd normally do, right? Wait, what? Didn't you... weren't you... No, please explain! Oh, Hathram tried to draw, and so Garcia ordered his sword to do the thing. Oh! Oh? So, wait a minute, not only are you the fake main villain, you were hired to be the fake main villain. That's about the size of it. Okay, remember how he said Ostrakhan was the hardest boss in this game? I take that back. Demon King Garcia can pull a whole lot of nasty. He has an absurd number of hit points, he can use the same wind vortex thing that Ostrakhan could, he hits like a freight train, and his backup is pretty strong. Oh, and he can still heal himself. We're about 10,000 hit points a pop. I don't think I've ever encountered a fake main villain who was hired to be the fake main villain before. By the way, Garcia's comment that the Horus are not gods, they're demons, I think was supposed to have the connotation that the Horus are like me, more than anything ancestral or physiological. And there's that healing again. And then he ran away when he could have finished Hathram. Well, time to heal. Okay, the first thing to do is get rid of his backup. Because Garcia is bad enough on his own, and he doesn't need the help to be a problem. The fact that we only have one healer to handle all of the garbage Garcia is gonna throw at us basically means we have to rely on items to deal with all the damage that's gonna be thrown around. Because, once again, there are no party healing spells. And Going Dragon just won't really help the situation that much anyway. Anything you can do with your sword is better than the Gold Dragon ability at this point. However, as long as you keep up your healing, you should be able to seal the deal. Oh yeah, Garcia has a radius attack. So he can deal about 1,000 damage to any number of targets around him with each attack. The only thing that really saves you is the fact that he doesn't have a huge reach. But hey, we did it! And thanks for the levels. Well, there is a dragon involved. Huh? Well, we've done away with Garcia, but things have gotten a little bit complicated. You should know what that is. Yep, the fourth of the Emerald Graces. Well, we're going to have to get out of here. And what did you take out? What was that? Oh yeah, that was the...